Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
It's Friday, time to say morning, Barbados. Good to have you with us on this March 1st, 2024. I'm Tisha Hines. I'll be here with you until 8 o'clock this morning. And we're coming to you live from the Standard Showroom in Wildey. Of course, we're going to have a great day today, lots planned. And because it's the Friday before Gold Cup, we're going to have a party. How about that? So you're invited to stay for that. So stay for the party, but make sure that you stick around for some great information. Now, today is the 1st of March. That means that's Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, all this month. And it's the first Friday in March that they ask everybody to wear blue. So it's Wear Blue Day or Dress in Blue Day. Graham Bannister is a friend to the show. We know him. He's been in on a number of occasions. So he's asking you to wear your blue today and show your support for survivors, anyone battling through it at this time. We even want to salute those people who might have succumbed to colon cancer on this day. And I want to give a very special shout out to caregivers, because sometimes we forget what they do for people who are battling with cancer and the like. So a special good morning to you on this Wear Blue Day. Today is also the day that a lot of school children are coming out for the final time in their African wear. So it's the 1st of March. However, they're wearing their African wear today. So if we see some of them passing by outside, we just might stick a camera out there so we can see them as they go by in their nice little outfits. And I saw a lot of people out and about buying their African wear. So remember what it's all about. It's not only about wearing the clothes, it's about sharing with them the importance, the significance of the observances. So coming up on today's show, we're going to be telling you a great deal about what's happening over this weekend. Of course, we are mounting a broadcast like you've never seen for the Sandy Lane Gold Cup. It comes off tomorrow, and that usually is the first Saturday of the first Saturday of March. Yes. So that's what's happening tomorrow. If you've not had a chance to pass by the Garrison Savannah, you should pass by. It is already a hive of activity. And I know there are lots of things that happen traditionally on the day before Gold Cup. So if you can pass by, you won't be disappointed. The jockeys are usually out there and having a good time. They do foot races. People are placing their bets, getting ready for the big race day. Of course, that's the biggest day, race day on the Caribbean sporting calendar. So make your time to head on out to the Sandy Lane Gold Cup tomorrow. We're going to have Marcia Armstrong on today's show. She's talking about Empower Her Summit 2024. And she's founder and owner of A Purpose Life. And she's going to join us to tell us all about that and how it can transform your life. So do stay tuned for that. And we're going to talk from dream to key, navigating the mortgage process. We have a lovely lady who's going to be coming in and sharing with us. And she's been here before, so is not a face that you won't recognize. She's going to come through and share some great tips with us. I look forward to that. Who doesn't want to get rid of a mortgage as soon as possible? The one loan you sign on to that is going to be there for a very, very long time. So if there are any tips and tricks that I can get, absolutely, I want to know what there are. And I know that she's going to share with us exactly what we need to do. Honestly, I think every day they just give me more papers. Like initially when I got here, there were 4. Now I swear there are like 16. Bajan Firefighters Network will be here. They're going to talk about public safety. We've been hearing a lot about a lot of house fires and stuff like that of late. So we want to make sure that we tell you how you can take care of your homes as well. One of the things that really stays with me about fires that have been going on with Barbados and in Barbados, and speaking with the fire officers, is that they said a lot of people are charging their devices on soft furnishings. So if there's only one thing you change, make sure that you stop charging your devices in the bed. Leave the phone out of the bedroom. There's a conversation we can have. We're also going to be cooking later today with Michelle Maloney Smart. Her husband is going to be in as well. They are of Smart Meats and Journeys Cafe. And Michelle is an award-winning executive chef. She's going to be cooking up. She's already over in the kitchen here at Standard, and we're going to be checking in with her to see exactly what she's cooking up. We're going to light up the entire Wildey area. Plus, Dr. Mariella Stabler is back. She's an audiologist and Barbados Speech and Hearing Center, and she's back to tell us all about World Hearing Day 2024. This year's theme is Changing Mindsets, and she's going to talk about the work she's doing in the community as well. We're going to tell you about I Am a Girl International. There's a Women's Day workshop. Next week, we've dubbed it Women's Week. So as we look toward International Women's Day on Friday, so there's lots going to be happening then. And of course, no Friday is complete, particularly if you're getting ready for Gold Cup, without a little drink. So we have a mixologist coming through, and Standard, our partner, they're showing off a brand new gazebo. It's a gazebo, right, guys? Yeah, a brand new gazebo. I almost called it something else. It's a brand new gazebo. It's beautiful, plus some beautiful outdoor furniture. So we're going to share all of that with you. Hopefully we get it into this 2-hour period. That is all coming up. But next, the guys from Modern High School Old Scholars Association have been here chatting us up all morning, and they're going to join me on the set next as they talk about activities coming up for their celebrations. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados is on the move, and we're coming to you every weekday morning from right here at the Standard Showroom in Wildey. Now, together, we're giving you an opportunity to win. All you have to do is submit a photo of that room that you want to see changed in a fantastic way. And the interior design curator here at Standard and all of their experts are going to get together and select the room that needs the most work. It just might be yours. All you have to do is submit your photo to info@standard.bb, and you could be here with us saying, "Morning Barbados, look at my beautiful space."
Morning to you. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
That absolutely might be you. Look at my beautiful space. You could be saying that. All you have to do is send a picture of the room that you just want to change up in your house. Maybe you don't hate it, but you're thinking, I could do something else with this room. Maybe you don't use it that often. Maybe you use it too much and it needs a little love. The interior curator here at Standard, she is ready and she's more than willing, and she definitely will help you. You're going to get help from her free of cost. That's the kind of price we like, yes, free of cost. And she's going to help you make that room superb for whatever occasion it is. All right. So I told you that I was going to be joined on set by the wonderful people from the Modern High School Old Scholars Association. And here I go with these papers again. It's one of those days. But we know how it goes. You see, Nadia was playing with my papers. Nadia is the producer of the show. You know how it goes with life situations. Have to tell you, I have to bring you along because you absolutely are my people. Here it is. We are talking with Lavon Hines, the PRO of Modern High School Old Scholars Association. And we must be related. We're going to have to talk about it. Instead, all Hines are related. And Orlando Allen, the past president of Modern High School Old Scholars Association. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Tisha. How are you today?
I'm doing well,
Good.
Thank you. How's the entire team? Because I know you guys are kind of rallying. I know a few other people who went to Modern High School, and they've kind of been tracking me down. Good morning, Wendy. Yeah, so welcome. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Past President. Talk to me about the school first, and then the association, and all you've been doing.
Well, I'm happy, Tisha, to be here. The school first. School started in 1944 by Alumni Louis Lynch, and it's amazing. That was done at the age of 26 this year.
Wow.
And school started in Swan Street, 2 students. And subsequently, it grew and it grew. And by the end of, 1978, when it was closed, the roll there was 1,500. And many people wonder how Louis Lynch was able to control a school that size as such a young man. And well, unfortunately, he died in 1969. And during the period after his death, there were others who took over. But the real name of the Modern High School was made between those years when he was alive, because during that period, like I said, the students' complement grew, and then he was able to attract several of Barbados' outstanding scholars to teach at the school before they went off, say, to the various universities. Persons like Richie Haynes, Sir Richard Haynes, Sir Henry Ford, and the late Sir Sandiford, Sir Erskine Sandiford. Yes. And these are people who made an impact on the school, because in those days, it would have been the only opportunity I would have had to make a few dollars before they went off to study. And it is during that period that Mr. Lynch really made his name, because this was a gentleman at that tender age who was involved in a lot of sporting activities in Barbados. He headed a lot of sporting organizations in Barbados. The Barbados Olympic Association, the Triazers, the Amateur Athletic Association. He was also president of the Table Tennis Association. And that did not distract him from being involved in other community activities. Like, for instance, he was part of the Lions. He was president of the Mental Health Association. And this was a man that lived his life, for people.
So he was truly a community man, but he was fully invested in the Modern High School. Talk to me about your journey at the school. Which years did you go, and what was your experience like?
Letitia, it's indeed a pleasure to be here, to be with you. I started off at the Modern High School, a little chap, a short guy, around 1968. Well, I'm from the north of the island, St. Lucie, and my mother, she would have brought me down, in the bus, took me to the Modern, and what she said to me was, "Lavon, catch the Connelltown bus this evening." And that was just her instructions. She didn't tell me where the bus was, whatever. But, smart guy as I am, I was able to scope out some guys who were from St. Lucie, and I made sure that at the end of the day, I found them, and, I was able to find that bus and get home. The experience at the Modern was phenomenal. Coming from St. Lucie, I only knew people really from St. Lucie. But when they got to the Modern, there were people from Christchurch, St. Philip, St. Andrew, all over Barbados. And you got to know people, and you got to realize, different areas where people came from. You got to learn. And at the Modern High School was a place of learning.
That's beautiful. So now you're still together. The school closed in 1978. That is over 45 years ago?
Yes,
and here you are with the Old Scholars Association, keeping the name of Louis Lynch alive. Of course, then Roebuck School became Louis Lynch, so his name was memorialized in that way as well, which is a real positive. And I know there's been a drive behind trying to make him a national hero as well. So we've heard of the work of the gentleman, and it's wonderful that you continue telling the wonderful stories about him, because people never really leave us unless the stories go away. So keep telling those stories. So now we're on to some activities as you guys are celebrating. You're looking to Lavon, so I believe he has this tablet here, chock-a-blocked and full of information to share about all the great things you'll be doing.
But teacher, you know, he's of a younger vintage, so you have to give way to him at this time.
Yes, please. As the public relations officer for the Mornin High School Scholars, you know, it is on me to promote stuff. So we want to start off the weeks of activities, because normally we would have 2 weeks, 1 week, sorry, but this time around we're having 2 weeks of activities.
Why is that?
Well, we want to have more activities to involve more people, and sometimes just to do it in 1 week isn't enough time. So we're using 2 weeks this time around to really get in a lot of the activities that we want to engage in. So we want to start off on Sunday, March the 3rd, with a church service at the St. Michael's Cathedral. It starts at 9 in the morning, and we're really hoping that a lot of the old scholars would come out. They do support us very well, and immediately after that service, we're going to be having a wreath-laying ceremony, and this will be at the gravesite of Louis Albert DeWitt Lynch. And a very special program is planned for that. Then on Tuesday, March the 5th, we're going to be having a panel discussion. Normally we would have a memorial lecture. We've had 28 of them so far, but this time around we want to do something a little different, and so we're going to be having a panel discussion, and this is going to be at the Donald Henry Auditorium. This at the Bethel Methodist Church Hall on Bay Street. And we have a number of panelists. We are going to be concentrating on the arts. So our theme is Wither the Arts. So our panelists will be Cicely Spencer Cross, we all know her, Neville DeGaulle, and Ronnie Davis, and better known as Ronnie D. And the moderator will be Vernon Worrell, and he's an author in his own right, and he's also into the arts as well. Coming up on the 7th of March, that's a Thursday, we're going to be having something. We want to go back in time a little bit, so we're going to be having an old-time excursion. I know as a boy, we would have our excursions, we would have the old-time bus with the running board and so on. So we're having something like that this time around, and what we're going to do, we're asking persons to just bring your basket and come. And we're going to be having a wonderful time. We're going to move off from the netball stadium, and we'll be traveling the eastern part of the island, and we're going to end in St. Lucie.
How did I see that one coming?
In St. Lucie at River Bay. We have done a site visit because we know we have had problems with the sargassum and so on, but everything is cool.
That truly sounds like a Bajan excursion, because
Definitely.
Almost everything ended at River Bay.
It is true.
And you know, when we talk about bring your basket, what's going to be in the baskets is going to be very important. I can absolutely see why they made you PRO. You are so good at sharing all of this great information, but we're going to have to speed it up, or we're going to miss out a few things.
Well, I definitely don't want to leave with the important stuff. So
you gotta wrap quick.
Yes, please. So let's continue
Mr.
then.
Hines.
Let's continue. Now, our premier event will be on Saturday, March the 9th, and this is going to be a gala at the Hilton. And lots of people are coming in from overseas, Canada, America, the islands, all over. So that's going to be at the Hilton, March the 9th, 6 o'clock. And our patron is Dr. David Barnett. And we'll be having a short talk by Justice Barry Carrington. Then on Tuesday, March the 12th, we're having a concert at the Prince Cave Hall. And the police band, the Barbados Police Service Band will be there, and lots of other artists will be there. Then we're going to have community Q in the community. Lots of our members. In the community.
Listen, you're going to have to send me that list.
Yes, please.
And I'll go through that list in depth. It's been truly wonderful speaking with you, gentlemen.
Thank you. It was a
pleasure. We have to have you back. It's 2 weeks of activities.
Yes, please.
So you're going to come in and share some more information about the Old Scholars Association, about the school, about the gentleman who, you know, put you in the headspace where you want to be able to continue to share we got to say goodbye. What is this? He picked up something else.
Yes, this is a book which we have
The
produced.
Modern High School.
Yes,
Barbados.
it says the Modern High School Barbados, celebrating excellence in education.
When they come back, they're going to tell us about that book. I have to run off. Today's a busy day. It's one of those days. I want to thank you so much, Lavon P. Hines. Don't forget that. And Mr. Orlando Aline, and they are old scholars of the Modern High School.
Teacher, before you go, we just want to present this to you, so
Thank
you can peruse it, and you will learn a lot
You're
about
going to come
the
back,
Modern High
don't
School.
worry.
Yes, please.
Wendy twisted my arm. She's here texting away on my phone. Good morning again, Wendy. So we are going to make sure we have you back, okay? Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tisha.
Thank you.
All right, what an interesting interview. Lots to say and do. Modern High School Old Scholars Association, in association with the Louis Foundation. There's a book. There are 2 weeks of activities. We absolutely will tell you more. So there's cooking happening already here in Wildey. It's a busy Friday, and we're going to take in some more action. But next, we're going to tell you about empowering yourself through finance and financial knowledge. That's next.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Every day at 7 p.m., we bring you a comprehensive news package because keeping you informed is our #1 priority. Whether it's local, regional, or international stories, our commitment is to you and keeping you reliably informed. Join us every day at 7 p.m. for CBC Newsnight.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning indeed. On a busy Friday, we had some showers of blessing, but that's because earlier this week I was talking about the fact that we had all sunshine. Be careful what you ask for. I mean, I welcome the rain because my beautiful little palms at home, they were looking all luscious, and then it was hot and they weren't looking so happy. So glad that they could get a little rain, you know. So Marcia has been here before, Marcia Armstrong. She's the organizer of Empower Her, the Summit 2024, and she's here to talk to us all about how we can get in on that action. Now, we know her area of expertise is financial knowledge and understanding, and she's going to try to empower us just a little bit today. Good morning, welcome back.
Good morning. It's happy to be back.
All right, so Empower Her Summit 2024, what is it? What's it about?
So it is a summit that I created to bring 5 dynamic women to speak on various topics, whether it is the mortgage application process, understanding the impact of good habits, be able to decode insurance. I have someone speaking on mental and physical health. So it's a wide range of information that's going to be shared over the course of the month, with our very first speaking engagement happening this Sunday.
Oh, that sounds exciting. So tell me a little bit about these 5 speakers to whom you referred. who are going to be a part of the presentation?
So this Sunday, March the 3rd at 4 p.m., we will have Mrs. Sherry Ann Bourne. She is a private banker with close to 20 years of experience. So she's going to be showing or speaking about how do we navigate the mortgage application process. There are many persons that aren't sure what are the requirements for a mortgage. Do I rent? Do I buy? You know, so she's going to actually give us some insight in regards to what the mortgage application is all about. And then after that, we have Dr. Esther Trotman, who will be speaking about prioritizing our mental and physical health on March the 7th. Following that, on the 14th, we have Rochelle Walron-Cox, and she is the co-founder of Wildey, which is a financial software for businesses. And following her segment, we have Delissa Lang, who will speak all about insurance, understanding the importance of having insurance. And then we end off on the 25th of March with our international speaker, Perlette Castles from Canada, and she'll be speaking about the impact of good habits.
Wow, so it's an entire month
Yes.
of financial teaching.
Yes.
All about mortgages. And ironically, I was having a conversation with a colleague the other day. I told her, I got a piece of mail. It was registered mail. It was in an envelope. And it was saying, you finished paying this loan. And I was thinking, I should have been really excited.
Right.
But I said, wow, it took me all these years to pay back this little sum of money. If I knew then what I know now, this would never happen. So it's really important,
Yes.
to be on top of these things. Because when I thought about it, I should never have taken close to 12 years to pay back that sum of money.
And that's 12 years of extra income, extra interest payments you would have made over the years. But the good news is that you know no, so you will not put yourself in that position again.
And personally, I know that a mortgage is probably one of the biggest investments you will ever make.
Yes, it is.
And it's very, very important to be able to kind of arrest that as well. Again, now that we have the internet and there's so many people who share little tidbits and so on, now people are saying, you want to pay some extra money to the principal and it brings the mortgage down by this or that. So it's great that we will have real hands-on information and people in front of us who can relate to the types of situations we have, one, but who are able to also give us that information that's not maybe insider information. We wouldn't be able to say insider trading, most certainly not in the US, but inside information so we know particularly what we're doing. From your perspective as someone in finance, what's one of the major mistakes that people make when they're moving forward to try and get a mortgage?
Well, so I can tell you off the bat, persons don't budget. Because everything we do is based on a budget. But if you don't know your numbers, really and truly, then you won't know what you have to fix or put in place before you go for such a big investment, such as a mortgage. So it is about how can we build a healthier relationship with our finances, where we sit down. And I know money can be a little bit scary for some people, right? No one wants to be able to see certain things, they want to live in their own world. But to come to the reality of, okay, what does my budget tell me? Can I afford to go and get a mortgage? And how much do I qualify for? Because it is one thing to say you want something, but did you do the research to find out, okay, how much do I actually qualify for, so that it is an actual goal that you can work towards and not just show up at an office to inquire on the day. So it's about preparation.
Why women though? Because the guys are thinking we need to know about mortgages too.
Right.
Why empower her?
It is so ironic you said that, because although it is a women's summit, we do have men. Some men have registered for our first session, but I really wanted to focus on women because in March we know we have International Women's Day happening on the 8th. So I didn't want to just celebrate the day, I wanted to celebrate the month. I realized as well too that we need more female voices, especially in our culture, in our society, in our nation. We need to have more persons understanding, yes, we have some persons who operate at a very high level and who are able to give back. So I really wanted to put the platform or to put the light on women to really show up and to empower people. And I believe that through this summit as well, that it will open other doors and for other persons to come on board as well. So I just wanted to put that highlight on women because, we tend to be behind the scenes, working and nurturing and organizing, but let's put women on the platforms and shine light on what they bring to the table.
Let's be honest, we're also the ones budgeting, even if we're not budgeting, spending the money.
True.
So that's important as we continue to celebrate. So insights on dreaming is the key. Dream to key. So they're going to help you navigate the way to that door so you can get a mortgage and get your own home or a second home or whatever your needs are. How do we register to be a part of it?
So for persons to register, you go on bit.ly and /dream2key. Very simple. So once you go on there, you would complete the registration process, and then we would see you on Sunday. We start at 4 p.m., but I always tell persons, get into the room early. Registration is going extremely well. So you don't want to miss the opportunity to be in the room to hear from someone who has been in the industry for close to 20 years.
I want to keep as much of my money, you know, working for me as possible. So I definitely will be registering.
I look forward to seeing you.
Always wonderful to see you, Marcia. And I've seen you in as many days. I saw you last weekend. We were at a function together. So great to see you again.
Thank you so much.
All right. To see you too. So make sure you come on out and be a part of it. Go online and register. Empower her. But the guys can be empowered too. So it could be empower her, empower him. You know, come out and celebrate as they get you ready through the summit for the month of March. And it's all about elevating women, transforming lives throughout the month of March. Okay, it's time for another break. When we come back, we're talking about the Barbados Firefighters Network. We are still going to be doing some mixology. We're going to be cooking. There's so much happening today, so stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
As the month turns, there will be no more turns with the running of the 2024 Sandy Lane Gold Cup. Which horse will win and which jockey will claim the coveted prize of piloting the winning horse over the line? The 2024 Sandy Lane Gold Cup, coming soon to CBC TV8.
I'm Anne St. John, a consultant pediatrician. When packing healthy lunch boxes, do include a fruit, which includes a banana, apple, orange, or grapes to supply fiber. Aim for low-calorie packaged snacks without the mention of flour or sugar amongst the first 4 ingredients on the back label. 1 in 3 children in Barbados is affected by overweight or obesity. Let us join together as parents and care providers to reduce the further development of this chronic non-communicable disease within our communities.
Coming soon to this station, live coverage of the Barbados Secondary Schools Athletics Championships 2024 from March 20th to 22nd. BSAC, sponsored by the Student Revolving Loan Fund and CG United.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. It's just past 6:30. My, time flies when you're having fun. It's more than that. It's actually like 20 minutes to 7 o'clock. So if you have to be there for 7, you're late, particularly if you're coming from St. Lucie, like Mr. Hines, who was here a little bit earlier. Good morning to everybody, you know, in the far areas of the country who have to make a long commute to be able to come into Bridgetown or wherever for work. Now we have the Barbadian Firefighters Network joining us now. Whitfield Harris is the public safety advocate with them, and Jason Collins is the public safety advocate with them as well. So both same title sharing with us today, and they came through with their shirts. Didn't bring any for me, so I'm going to have to trust your judgment as an honorary member. So good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning, welcome. Thanks for having us.
All right, great to have both of you with us. So, Jason, talk to me a little bit about the network.
Yes, the Bajan Firefighters Network started in 2001. It started as a firefighters online platform, and then it evolved after in 2015, January 7th, 2015, it became a registered charity number 1133. So, and here we are until now. We basically do a lot of outreach and helping in humanitarian services with persons, especially in the public, as it relates to public safety.
That's excellent. I know both of you are former members of the Fire Prevention and Code Enforcement Unit of the Barbados Fire Service. What does that mean in real terms?
So, well, basically, in terms of the charity, it just helps us to give persons good sound advice on things to do and not what to do.
All right, so what are some of these things that people should and should not do? I know we're talking about the charity, but I think it's important to kind of classify what we're talking about once we preface it with the fact that you guys have all of this knowledge and expertise.
Well, it's funny you've gone there, you kind of jumped the gun, so to speak, but no problem. Basically, that comes under some of our tips as well that we would like to offer, share with you this morning. Stuff like, well, obviously we are approaching what we call the dry time, or the crop season, as we call it in the department. And there are certain things, a lot of grass fires and bush fires and so forth are usually the order of the day, and we would like to advise people things like simple things, not throwing out cigarette butts while you're driving, that kind of stuff. Things like keeping your surroundings clean, keeping the grass around you as low as possible, because oftentimes when people hear fire safety, people think something elaborate. Basic housekeeping, we always say good housekeeping practices are very important in terms of your safety.
So one of the other things that I can add to that is if you live in an area where it has a nice open field or what we call bush around, we would suggest that you clear about 30 feet or so away from your property. Despite it might not be your property, clear away, because when the fire comes and that area is low, it dies down. You don't have to worry about your property being threatened with the fire. But if you left the bush and let it grow, well, then you're looking at issues.
All right, absolutely. Let's talk about how people can become a part of the network. Must you have been, or must you be a part of firefighting, or have been a firefighter to be
anyone
to be
can
a member?
join. Just go on the website for the charity and sign up to be a volunteer.
Right, and that website is www.bajanfirefighters.org. I'll repeat it, www.bajanfirefighters.org. That is the website you can go on and you can register to be a part of the charity. The only prerequisite, if there's any, if you may call it that, would be that person should be willing to
give up their time.
Give up their time, basically. That's about it.
All right, I know that you said you do a lot of charity work through the charity. So talk to me about some of the initiatives that you engage in as the Barbados Firefighters Network. Tell me a little bit about.
So one of them that we've done in the past is that basically we had collected, did a food bank where we collected items and stuff to give to persons. So we did that one. Then also there's some others that we go into the community and we would do surveys in terms to see what persons' need assessments are, in terms of what will happen in case of a fire or anything like that.
Additionally, we also do smoke alarm installations for vulnerable or elderly persons living alone and that kind of stuff. And that's an ongoing project.
Yeah, talk to me about what it means to be able to kind of continue your work, because this is kind of like an extension of what firefighters are able to do. Usually, if you see firefighters, something has happened. So to be able to kind of get ahead of that and engage with the public about ways that they can kind of mitigate any challenges or the extent to which they experience fallout from damage or fire or any other eventualities that put them in a bad position says a great deal. I would imagine it must be quite rewarding as well.
Yeah, well, you started by saying usually when you see a firefighter, something has gone wrong. And that's a narrative that over the years we've been trying to change. Instead of always responding, we try to also give out tips and do a lot of preventative measures as well, because that is just as important as, responding when something happens. Things will happen, but the more we keep putting information out there, feeding the public with information for their own safety, I think the closer we are to mitigating as many emergencies as you would have on a normal basis.
All
so
right,
it's an ongoing.
That's good stuff. What drove you to want to be a part of this? Because there must have been something that came up that struck you in the right way about wanting to be a part of the charity in this way.
Well, from the inception back in 2001 when we heard about, we forming this group. And because basically it was looking at exchanging shirts and badges with other fire departments from across the world and stuff, because what happens sometimes is that guys come from different countries and they come and they want to get a shirt and so forth. So after that, and then when we had certain persons that would have experienced house fires, and we tried to, we felt the need to do something for them. And basically that's how the group got going. So most persons want to be a part of the giving back. All
right, good stuff. What's in the pipeline? No pun intended, Mr. Firefighter.
Well, you said what is in the pipeline? Our food drive, our annual food drive has started on the 25th of January and it will run till the 31st of December. And this food drive is generally to help persons, who would have probably been fire victims and so forth. Persons who are desirous of participating in the food drive can contact us at 833-8184, 833-8184, or you can email info@bajanfirefighters.org. I'll repeat the email again. Email address info@bajanfirefighters.org for those persons who are interested in making donations to the annual food drive. And the donations, provisions are made to make drop-offs at any of the fire stations, and the fire stations I see in front of me here in my notes are the St. John Fire Station, Worthing Fire Station, Bridgetown Fire Station, and Archall Fire Station. What we would ask is that you contact one of these mediums, whether it be the number or the email, before you make those drop-offs, though, if you're going to make a contribution, so that we know before you get there that there's someone there to receive the stuff when you come to make those donations.
All right, so those tips you shared with me, though, I want to commend all of you and your entire team on the work that you're doing, across the island, sharing and engaging with regular Barbadians. So we're going to double back to the tips, since you thought I jumped the gun, because I figured it was your interview. So, but
fair enough.
Boy, tell me I jumped the gun. So let's go back and go in that direction and talk a little bit more about the tips. One thing that stuck with me is throwing the cigarettes butts through the window. Yeah. So it's been found that that's one of the ways that people are igniting grass.
Well, what we will say is that is one of the reasons. That's one of the things that is very possible. It's highly possible. Obviously, we're not there when a fire starts, so we most of the time might not be able to ascertain that was the reason for it, because at this time we have a lot of bushfires.
Yes.
But obviously, because we have so much of them, that is just one of the things that we would advise the public not to, engage in, because we do random things without understanding the consequences that they can have.
And the next thing you said was cut your grass, man.
Yes.
That is.
Yes. You need to cut the grass very low as possible. So once you do that, the chance of a fire spread is reduced significantly.
All right.
Especially for those, there are areas that the public know every year will burn. And once you live in those kind of areas, especially, you want to keep around you, free of any debris and grass and so forth, so that when that fire occurs, because it will happen annually, there are certain places you wouldn't have to worry about, your property being lost.
I live on a hill somewhere in St. Philip, and it seems like every single night for the last 2 weeks on my way home, I'm looking at a fire burning somewhere. So I know exactly what you're talking about. And I'm upwind or downwind or whatever from all of that. So I mean, like, there are challenges in so many ways. People who are in the immediate area, it presents a challenge to them, but then people who are kind of downwind of all of that smoke, it presents challenges for us as well.
The asthmatics and the person with sinusitis and so forth, it does affect them.
Yeah. All right, thank you, gentlemen, for coming in. Whitfield Harris and Jason Collins, public safety advocates with the Bajan Firefighters Network. I hope one day you guys will allow us to follow you with some cameras so that we can see the behind-the-scenes stuff that you're doing. And thanks, of course, for keeping Bajans safe and in all the work you do, because it is a very dangerous job that you do. So thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you
all
also
right,
for having us.
Bajan Firefighters Network, check them out online. And if you want to be a part of the charity, all you have to do is go online and register. You don't have to be a firefighter to be a part of the charity. So get out and do some charity work. It's time to take a break and come on back here on Morning Barbados. The sun is high in the sky. It's nice and bright outside. And who knows, we might get outside. We might be in the kitchen cooking. We might be over by the gazebo getting a drink. It's Friday after all. And tomorrow is Gold Cup. So the possibilities are endless. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
I'm Anne St. John, a consultant pediatrician. When packing healthy lunch boxes, do include a fruit, which includes a banana, apple, orange, or grapes to supply fiber. Aim for low-calorie packaged snacks without the mention of flour or sugar amongst the four ingredients on the back label. 1 in 3 children in Barbados is affected by overweight or obesity. Let us join together as parents and care providers to reduce the further development of this chronic non-communicable disease within our communities.
Coming soon to this station, live coverage of the Barbados Secondary Schools Athletics Championships 2024 from March 20th to 22nd. BSAC, sponsored by the Student Revolving Loan Fund and CG United.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb. The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
Morning Barbados is on the move, and we're coming to you every weekday morning from right here at the Standard Showroom in Wildey. Now, together, we're giving you an opportunity to win. All you have to do is submit a photo of that room that you want to see changed in a fantastic way. And the interior design curator here at Standard and all of their experts are going to get together and select the room that needs the most work. It just might be yours. All you have to do is submit your photo to info@standard.bb, and you could be here with us saying, "Morning Barbados, look at my beautiful space."
Morning to you.
Every day at 7 p.m., we bring you a comprehensive news package because keeping you informed is our #1 priority. Whether it's local, regional, or international stories, our commitment is to you and keeping you reliably informed. Join us every day at 7 p.m. for CBC Newsnight.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
There are some things that make mornings even better. And one of those things is Morning Barbados. You'll step into your day informed, inspired, and entertained. Tune in to CBC TV 8, Monday to Friday from 6:30 to 8 a.m. for Morning Barbados. Your morning must have.
Morning to you.
I'm Anne St. John, a consultant pediatrician. When packing healthy lunch boxes, do include a fruit, which includes a banana, apple, orange, or grapes to supply fiber. Aim for low-calorie packaged snacks without the mention of flour or sugar amongst the four ingredients on the back label. 1 in 3 children in Barbados is affected by overweight or obesity. Let us join together as parents and care providers to reduce the further development of this chronic non-communicable disease within our communities.
Coming soon to this station, live coverage of the Barbados Secondary Schools Athletics Championships 2024 from March 20th to 22nd. BSAC, sponsored by the Student Revolving Loan Fund and CG United.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning indeed. So we switched spaces and we're now in the kitchen area here at Standard in Wildey, joining Michelle Maloney Smart, award-winning executive chef in the kitchen today. And she's brought along her husband, Brian Smart, CEO and founder of, you guessed it, Smart Meats. Yeah, no introduction needed with that one. Good to have you both with us. All right, so I'm going to start with you, Michelle. Tell me a little bit about how you got started with Smart Meats.
Well, working in the hotel sector for years, I found some challenges, and I was having challenges in finding really good local cuts of meat that I really enjoyed cooking and presented. So one night I went home totally frustrated to my husband and said, I have a challenge for you. I have a list of items that I would like you to prepare to let us showcase some suppliers and see what goes from there. And that was our brainstorm, and that was how Smart Meats was formed.
Of course, he had the background in, you know, cuts as a butcher. You had that background. So tell me what the challenge or where the challenge put you in terms of headspace.
Well, the challenge put me in terms of providing local grass-fed meat for our customers, and I use my lovely wife to actually cook and test the products as we
so a match made in heaven.
Yes, it
I
is.
love it. And what you do is you now have journeys.
Yes, I do.
So you're able to, you know, present all of the great things that you come up with in this cafe. Yes. And what you're doing is making your own bread. That's one of your signature things.
Yes,
so tell me a little bit about the bread before you put it in the oven.
For our buns, each burger has a signature bread. So we're doing the lamb burger today. So its signature is a brioche bun.
Okay. So the basics of a brioche bun, what makes it different?
It has an egg.
Okay.
And it is light and fluffy and airy.
All right. So light, fluffy, and airy.
Yes.
So that's the brioche bun that's going with the lamb burger that we're doing today.
Yes.
What are some of the, okay, you can put it there, but what are some of the other cuts of meat that that you guys are working on? Because I know you told me about trying lamb ham.
Yes, we do have it here today to top our lamb burger.
All right. Tell me how you go about curing the meats, because usually when we think about these things, we think that you're going into some large manufacturing plant and getting it done. Talk to me about your processes.
Well, my process begins simply by acquiring the product from a farmer and seeing what he does with the animals, because we want to give the best of quality, so we have to start from the beginning. So then I do a grading system on all the meats I get so that I know I have the right product to actually put into curing, and then I pass it on.
All right, good stuff. So we're going to be doing, you said a lamb ham?
A lamb burger.
We're going to be tasting a lamb ham later. You know,
Yes.
I had to get my chance to put ham in there. But you're doing a lamb burger.
We're doing a lamb burger topped with lamb ham, blue cheese, and plantain.
Okay. That sounds healthy enough. Yeah?
Yes.
So talk to me about this lamb burger, because I've been doing my research and I know that obviously they're not all the same size.
No, we have different sizes. So this one that I'm using today is basically a 5-ounce lamb burger. We also have a 6-ounce that we supply, and we also have a 4-ounce and a 2-ounce, which the 2-ounce will be like a Charles burger.
Okay. So what did you put in there? Just a little oil?
A little olive oil, because we know lamb is high in fat, but we grade the system so we take out some of the fat. So I just need a little olive oil to coat the base of my hand to make sure that it is good.
Oh, and how long are we going to be cooking this?
I would say 4 or 5 minutes, because we don't want it dry. We still want it nice and a little pink inside and juicy.
Okay, what's the difference in working with meats in terms of textures? Because we're seeing here a lamb burger as opposed to what we see traditionally. What's the difference in working with meats for you?
The difference is, well, as I said, having the quality is most important, because if you have inferior quality, then you get inferior product. So the grading system I use for the lamb is a 80-20, so that you wouldn't have a lot of saturated fat and stuff like that. It's totally gluten-free. It's not high in sodium or anything like that.
Okay, when you say 80-20, 80% meat, 20% fats.
Yes, please.
And why is it important to kind of get that balance?
It's important because if it's too lean, then it'll be kind of dry and rubbery. You don't get the flavors.
Yeah, you always see these dynamics in marriages, right? Because she is here all talkative and Brian is so quiet, talking so soft. I have to tell him, bring the mic up and stuff. What else are you cooking? So you're putting on another pan. What's this on the other side?
I'm actually warming the lamb ham.
Okay, so we are lambing it up today.
Yes, we are fully.
Now I know that you're a busy chef. You used to work in the hotel sector, and now you work for yourself.
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's beautiful stuff. And you are going to be out and about for Gold Cup early tomorrow as well. So
yes, I am.
You're juggling a few things.
I am. This evening is our regular smoke evening at Journey's Cafe. We call it a smoke day, a smoke Friday, with the after work line. And we also have a domino tournament inside the base tonight. So it's a little bit hectic today, but I love it.
Well, the crew here at Standard, sorry, continue.
So for our smoke day, we smoke all our meats, which are local. We do a 18 spice rub on our meats, and we smoke away in the smoker.
Oh, that sounds good. The crew here at Standard, I was saying, they were telling me about your brunch. You do a brunch on Sunday too?
Yes, a turkey brunch.
All right, so tell me about the brunch.
Well, the brunch is basically a concept of my meats being portrayed in the menu as chef would procure, and we do
a variety of
stuff.
It's basically a family style brunch. It seats a table of 8 persons, and you come on down, you have a grand time, you have a mimosa included, you have a bartender on hand, a mixologist, and we just pair up local flavors and drinks and food.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. The burger is looking good already, and usually my burgers don't look so plump. What's the difference, chef? I mean, it's in the pan and it's looking plump already.
Yes, it is.
So what's the difference?
Local meat and the process that we take the meat through. And you don't press down a burger to let out the juiciness.
Oh.
So I'm topping it with some blue cheese.
Okay. Why are you pairing the lamb with the blue cheese?
Because I find that the blue cheese helps to cut some of the fattiness of the meat, and it gives it this velvety finish that I like.
Okay. That sounds beautiful. And she's heating up the lamb ham, people, in the very next pan there. So getting that going. You know, outside of the lamb burger, what are some of the other cuts that you guys are becoming so well known for?
Well, we also do local ham, the rum molasses ham. We do a rum infused ham. We also do bacon. We also do our own sausages.
Wow. I heard from a little birdie who is here and is going to be mixing drinks later by the name of Lyndon, that you guys also do a very interesting 15-year something. So I'm going to leave that to you to talk about. Tell me about that particular one, because I'm told that one is quite a hit. The
Yes. We do Dwarves burger, 15-year Dwarves burger, 12-year Dwarves burger. Yes. That one is very nice. It has been procured for Lyndon, as you said.
All right. A 12-year Dwarves burger.
Yes.
Well, what goes into research and development? Because you guys are kind of on the cutting edge of everything that's going on. I mean, it's more or less farm to table, because you are sourcing everything from where the meat is, where the meat is grown, how the animals are taken care of. You're bringing them in, processing them in your plant, then you're serving them in your restaurant. So, you know, I mean, like, you're seeing through the entire process. You're even making your own bread. So what's research and development like for this husband and wife team, you know, who are doing so much in terms of this food game?
Well, first of all, I normally come up with some crazy ideas at some crazy hours at night. And I would normally get up and I will write down my ideas and my jottings. And for the morning, on our way to the cafe, we will just have our little powwow of what I think we should go next or do next. And then we will contact farmers and see if we can go on tour the farm to see if they have what we're looking for available. Then we will do our grading system, and we will purchase some of the product, and then we will go home to the butcher shop, which we call the butcher shop / lab, and do some tweaking.
You call the butcher shop the lab?
Yes, I do.
All right, so tell me, you were about to say something, or she said everything.
Well, the lamb ham is a special lamb ham. It has rosemary and cracked black pepper infused into it, which gives it the magical flavor.
Rosemary and cracked black pepper infused into the lamb ham. Did you just, Michelle, put the lamb ham on the lamb burger?
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I did.
I'm going to have to bring somebody in here to taste this burger for me. This sounds like a job for Big Brown. It's a big burger. Big Brown, come in and handle this burger on behalf of CBC, man. You can do it. Big Brown, get in there. All right. Look at this burger. My goodness. Okay, put it in front there on the induction cooktop. We're not using that today, but that is something that you can grab today from right here at Standard. And that induction cooktop, you know, I'm learning. I think they're going to hire me when we're done. You know, that's definitely an option that you can go with that makes better sense in terms of everything from energy all the way back. Big Brown is in the building to battle this lamb burger.
Yes, you can cover your burger.
So before you cover the burger, sir, remind us what's in the burger, Michelle.
So we have our lamb burger, which is infused with rosemary and cracked black pepper. It is topped with blue cheese, pan-seared plantain, lamb ham, lettuce, and tomato.
Everything.
Listen, let's see if this big burger can get the best of Big Brown. Listen, don't let anything follow. I'm like one of those mothers, just eat everything. Oh my goodness, look at how juicy it is. You have to make sure that you see that. That's very important. Yeah.
You got it? You got it. We got the shot. We got the shot.
Sweating already. We have. He doesn't need any burger any water. That burger is juicy. Look at it. I can see you're enjoying it, Brown. Oh no. Oh my goodness, this is amazing stuff. But we did see how juicy the burger was. I would imagine that makes all the difference.
It does.
And I know
cooking it at the right temperature.
Listen, Big Brown, I can see absolutely that he enjoyed that. Well, he's still enjoying it. He is out with the burger. So, I mean, how important is it for you guys to kind of get into the lab and make sure that you're continually making stuff that people can enjoy in that way?
It is once a week, twice a week, depends. If my husband has an idea and he runs it past me, I will say, okay, what time do we have available to go to the lab? Normally, sometimes it's be at night late when everybody else is sleeping, we're up working. And I have full respect now for entrepreneurs. Before, when I was actually being an employee and now I'm an owner, I understand the sacrifices that need to be made to make your business what you want it to be.
All right, that's good stuff. Husband and wife team, Brian and Michelle Maloney Smart. Brian is CEO and founder, and of course Michelle is an award-winning executive chef and owner as well. Smart Meats and Journeys Cafe. Make sure you check them out. They're a friend to the friends here at Standard and a friend to the friends of Standard and partners of Standard of Brighton's, which means they're a friend of ours as well. So you're going to see a lot more from them. We're going to take another break. We still have some mixology coming up. We have loads to tell you about. That's all coming up here on Morning Barbados, so stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados is on the move, and we're coming to you every weekday morning from right here at the Standard Showroom in Wildey. Now, together, we're giving you an opportunity to win. All you have to do is submit a photo of that room that you want to see changed in a fantastic way. And the interior design curator here at Standard and all of their experts are going to get together and select the room that needs the most work. It just might be yours. All you have to do is submit your photo to info@standard.bb, and you could be here with us saying, "Morning Barbados, look at my beautiful space."
Morning to you.
Every day at 7 p.m., we bring you a comprehensive news package because keeping you informed is our #1 priority. Whether it's local, regional, or international stories, our commitment is to you and keeping you reliably informed. Join us every day at 7 p.m. for CBC News Night.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
There are some things that make mornings even better. And one of those things is Morning Barbados. You'll step into your day informed, inspired, and entertained. Tune in to CBC TV 8 Monday to Friday from 6:30 to 8 a.m. for Morning Barbados. Your morning must have.
Morning to you.
I'm Anne St. John, a consultant pediatrician. When packing healthy lunch boxes, do include a fruit, which includes a banana, apple, orange, or grapes to supply fiber. Aim for low-calorie packaged snacks without the mention of flour or sugar amongst the first 4 ingredients on the back label. 1 in 3 children in Barbados is affected by overweight or obesity. Let us join together as parents and care providers to reduce the further development of this chronic non-communicable disease within our communities.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, so welcome back to Morning Barbados. On this Friday, it's the day before Gold Cup. There's a whole lot going on. It's very, very busy, so we want to make sure that you're ready in every way for everything that's coming up this weekend. Remember, we bring you full coverage tomorrow from just around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Rashawn Aline, an upcoming star in terms of commentary, is a part of our commentary team, as well as our very own Anne-Marie Burke. That's the team that will be bringing you all of the action from the Garrison Savannah. So earlier this week, we had Dr. Mariella Stabler, audiologist with the Barbados Speech and Hearing Center, join us here on Morning Barbados to tell us all about a big initiative. Today, she's back with a few friends. So she's brought along Shay Greenidge and Dr. Andy, an advisor, health services and access at PAHO. And they're here to talk to us more about what's happening. But most importantly, she's brought along a device to demonstrate all that we've been talking about. Yes. So Dr. Mariella, Shay, Dr. Andy, welcome.
Thank you. Good
all
morning.
Right. So good morning. You get to set the tone. Tell us about, first of all, we're going to talk about this in a bit, but tell me about the friends you've brought along today.
Okay, no problem. So Shay kind of roped me along and brought my clinic, the Barbados Speech and Hearing Center, into, involved with her charity and her initiative. And Dr. Andy is actually Shay's friend, so I'll kind of ask her.
I thought we're passing that along.
Yeah, we're passing, but he's my friend now. But yeah, so we've been involved in the charity and just helping collaborate with workshops and training sessions.
Yeah. Okay, beautiful. Tell me, Shay, all about the charity.
Well, I'm here representing the Deaf Heart Project this morning, and we have a big announcement. On March the 3rd, just after Gold Cup, we are celebrating World Hearing Day. And this is something that we're looking to promote and have more awareness and advocacy around, because hearing loss is amongst our society, and there are persons at every age group who are suffering with some form of hearing loss. And ear and hearing care is something that we wanted to promote more strongly within Barbados. And so the Deaf Heart Project has once again, in our second year, we've been selected by the World Health Organization to be the champion to promote this in Barbados. So I'm really happy this morning to have my friends, because it's getting stronger. It's about building partnerships towards the goal. And that's why we have PAHO with us this morning, and of course our trusted friends at the Barbados Speech and Hearing Center, because what we're looking to do this year, bigger and better, is to develop a hearing screening program. And so tomorrow officially marks the launch of that. And we're hoping
I'm sure. Getting tested.
Sure, absolutely. So what I have here is an audiometer. This is a portable one. The one like in my office is not portable. There's all different types. This is specifically what we are using for the screening program in the schools and wherever we're doing screenings. We'd love to do a demonstration.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if this was a child, we let them know, hey, we're playing a fun game. We're going to put these headphones over your ears, and you're going to hear some beeps.
Okay.
And when you hear those beeps, I'd like you to raise your hand.
Okay.
All right. So they're going to go over your head. Let them know, hey, we're playing a fun game. We're going to put these headphones over your ears, and you're going to hear some beeps.
Okay.
And when you hear those beeps, I'd like you to raise your hand.
Okay.
All right. So they're going to go over your head just like so. It feels a little tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've been somebody who's worked in radio for
Oh,
many
that's true.
years, so I'm
True.
telling you now, I'm sure there is some hearing loss because anybody walking into my studios, trust me, good music, but loud music.
Before you actually begin, and I'm happy that you made the point, right? Because when we look at the data globally, trying to understand, for you think about our jobs, and we don't think about the connection with exposures, repeated exposure on the job, and the impact it can have on hearing. 1 out of 5 persons globally can have some amount of hearing deficit. 5, there are how many, if you think about the persons in the studio?
There are 4 of us here.
So someone, right, and that brings it down to reality, thinking about what it means for you. But yeah, back to you, Mariana.
True. Okay.
Okay, we're ready?
So I'm accustomed to headphones, but not like this one. So every time I hear the beeps, I should raise my hand?
Yes, please.
Okay.
All right.
No, that's not a beep. Oh, those are beeps. It's like a whistle.
Yes,
Okay,
it's like a whistle.
It's a whistle, people.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Good. I'll do a nice low one. Okay. Hey, that's pretty good. That was down at normal. So
And it is something to celebrate, because you're celebrating that fullness of what is health.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Let's
that
get
is
these off
beautiful.
of
How
you.
about that? And it's that simple.
Yeah,
That simple.
It truly is that
How
simple.
about that? What initially piqued your interest in getting involved in this way? I think we know Dr. Stabler's story.
Yes, so I work with the deaf and hard of hearing. And sometimes persons think, well, if someone is deaf, they're not thinking, well, they need to take care of their ears too. So in doing so, and then having different persons in the community needing a new hearing aid or a new battery, like all these things started to pique my interest. Okay, well, I need to understand the dimensions of hearing and hearing loss and experienced by an individual and what we can do to help and to support them. And so I can't remember the first time we met, but since we met, it's just been a really ongoing and blossoming relationship. And we are very focused on seeing these partnerships being built. We've reached out to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, the Ministry of Health, and others. We really want to see a hearing screening program developed in Barbados post neonatal care at the hospital right now, because that's where it is.
Of course, that would have to be across the board because the foundation that you regularly work with,
Yes.
I know that you've launched something in schools,
Right.
where you go into primary schools, maybe some secondary schools, but that's select schools.
Yes.
Yeah, so across the board. Looking for. What are some of the major
represent 100 children that are going to follow-ups. Children are just kings, but there are going to be, 3 to total that do have some permanent hearing loss. So it's to say, yes, a child may be functioning normally as you think is normal, but sometimes they don't have the words to verbalize. So.
Things that are not. So, for example, we're accustomed to, as people grow, okay, it's normal, you're going to. So I was. Yeah. So, but that's not normal. Can do. And I want to double back to what you talked about, Dr. Andy. I think it's important for us to end on that, where people don't see how what they do in their work environment, in their everyday environment. We're talking about ZR vans,
construction workers,
all the
DJs.
Yes,
yeah, right up there with the construction workers with the loud music.
You hit on a point across the board, and I want to give you another word for that. Right? We talk about across the life course. Life as a course, beginning from newborns when you're born, through school, that development, through a young adult. And if you think about how your exposures, the things that you would have done during the course of that life, how the course perspective and gives us that access to care, the support across that life course. That's what we're really trying to speak.
Beautiful, Dr. Andy, Shea Greenwich, and of course Dr. Mariella putting on a headset and saying when you hear of your life, your child's life, your parents, now they're my friends. Okay, so one here called Linda. And he friends.
Every day at 7 p.m., we bring you a comprehensive news package. Informed is our #1 priority. Whether it's local, regional, or international stories, our commitment is to you and keeping you reliably informed. Join us every day at 7 p.m. for CBC Newsnight.
Step into your day informed, inspired, and entertained. Tune in to CBC TV 8 Monday to Friday from 6:30 to 8 a.m. for Morning Barbados, your morning must-have.
I'm Anne St. John, a consultant pediatrician. When packing healthy lunch boxes, do include a fruit, which includes a banana, apple, orange, or grapes to supply fiber. Aim for low-calorie packaged snacks without the mention of flour or sugar amongst the four ingredients on the back label. 1 in 3 children in Barbados is affected by overweight or obesity. Let us join together as parents and care providers to reduce the further development of this chronic non-communicable disease within our communities.
Coming soon to this station, live coverage of the Barbados Secondary Schools Athletics Championships 2024 from March 20th to 22nd. BSAC, sponsored by the Student Revolving Loan Fund and CG United.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
Morning Barbados is on the move, and we're coming to you every weekday morning from right here at the Standard Showroom in Wildey. Now, together, we're giving you an opportunity to win. All you have to do is submit a photo of that room that you want to see changed in a fantastic way. And the interior design curator here at Standard and all of their experts are going to get together and select the room that needs the most work. It just might be yours. All you have to do is submit your photo to info@standard.bb, and you could be here with us saying, "Morning Barbados, look at my beautiful space."
Morning to you. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Someone is telling me after that burger, we're going to have to give Big Brown some of this Perrier water that was sent over by Bryden's. Shameless plug. All right, so I'm joined on set now by Zoria Barker, who is programming coordinator, and Danielle Holder, who is working with, they both are working with I Am a Girl NGO. So good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
All right, good to see you. And everybody, you know, we have the colors mixed up, nice and girly, pink, yellow. I don't know where the cheetah fits in, but we'll figure it out. So I'm going to start with you, Zoria. Tell me a little bit about this workshop is an international workshop that you have coming up.
Yes.
That's very important to the entire process of what you do.
Yes. So we have our International Women's Day workshop in partnership with Scotiabank Barbados. And essentially, the workshop is for girls, by girls, and with girls and women. So essentially, this workshop focuses on leadership, capacity building, educational development, understanding personalities, and it's pretty much, a day of fun, learning, but in fun ways and fun activities on International Women's Day.
Wonderful stuff. Danielle, the theme this year is a very interesting one. So talk to us about it and how it feeds into your overall objectives.
Okay, so the theme this year is her legacy, and is just basically looking at the roots of women, open-mindedness, talking about their spirituality, where they come from, how to get in touch with people part of their lineage, their girlhood, etc.
I know that the theme for International Women's Day is invest in women,
Yes.
hashtag invest in women, which is very interesting. And when we start talking about barriers to equality and equity, some people might say, but what are you talking about? There's so many women in Barbados who hold high positions. So kind of, qualify a statement like that for us in terms of what you do in working for better working conditions and equitable stay in life for women and girls.
Yes. So I've been in this role for almost 2 years, and I've pretty much seen firsthand the, ways that women and girls can be disadvantaged by society and just other social factors. So this space for International Women's Day is bringing in women so girls can see firsthand, persons, specifically women who are successful. Some of the women that we do have come from a background that could have been difficult, or it wasn't the easiest journey. So essentially it's just creating that safe space for girls and showing them, hey, despite what happens in life, you can make it, and these are the tools that you can use to make it.
Okay, wonderful stuff. I love that the organization too is called I Am Girl.
Yes.
So Danielle, I know that you also do programs for girls in their teens, 15 to 18. Talk to me about how those programs are able to effect change by starting so early.
Okay, so the 15 to 18 age range is like the most influential age range. That's where you are mostly influenced by your peers. There's a lot of peer pressure going on at that age, especially in secondary school. And I feel like the reason that we start so early is that we can instrument a sense of self in those young girls who might not have the necessary support in their lives for it. So there's also the summer camp initiatives that I Am a Girl does, also different various workshops during the year, such as the International Women's Day workshop coming up. And these just basically allow you to bond with your peers, see women that have been at your stage in life, and girls that are also going through what you're going through, so you don't feel as lonely and as helpless. So I feel like by being able to bond with not only girls your age, but also women that you can see, oh, you went through this point in your time, and you look at how you have grown and matured and what you've achieved for yourself, it can also allow you to think, well, I can do this for myself too. I have the ability to take my future and my destiny into my control.
Oh, that's beautiful. Said beautifully as well.
Yes, I have to agree with Danielle. So this specific workshop is catered for 15 to 18-year-olds, but we do start as young as 5. So our programming, at the moment we're running our weekly club programming, and we have from as young as 5, the 5 to 10 age group, and the 11 to 17 age group. And as Danielle perfectly said, this is the age, that girls are easily influenced in that sense. So it's trying to grab them while they're young. Honestly, we wish we can start from even younger, but right now the starting age is 5 years.
Hey, I want to say a special good morning, a big shout out to your founder.
Yes.
Because I remember when she started all those years ago, and she would come in and talk about all the things she wanted to do with this I Am Girl Foundation. And I mean, now she truly is really doing it, where she has officers who are tying into her bigger goals. And that's very, very important.
Yes.
Now, working with this every single day, I know that we have this workshop coming up. So we want to make sure that people know how they can register for their girls to be a part of it.
Yeah, definitely. So At this time, I want to encourage all the schools. We would have circulated invitations to all the schools. Slots are filling up at the moment. They're going quickly. We do not want to have disappointment like last year. You know, there are only 50 slots. And so at this time, I want to encourage schools. You can send me an email at impact, that's IMPACT, at iamagirl.ngo. Impact at iamagirl.ngo. And once you send over that information, I'll see it and we move forward from there and get ready to have a great time next week, Friday.
All right. Thank you so much, Zoria. Thank you, Danielle, for coming in and sharing with us. I can't wait to hear how well it goes.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're putting it out there. Make sure you check it out. Register, get your girls out there. I know sometimes as parents, we need that little extra support. And coming from us, they don't always listen. And we don't always put the messages in the way that they want to listen. So this is great support to be able to have them kind of mix and mingle with people of their peers, but in a positive environment. So make sure you check that out. A workshop on International Women's Day, which is coming up on the 8th of March, and it's the second year for it. I want to give a big shout out to Scotiabank as well. They're working with Scotiabank. And I think it's important for us to highlight those companies that continue to serve our communities well, because so often we talk about the negativity, but we don't give them thumbs up when when they deserve it. So thumbs up to you, Scotiabank, for working towards helping our girls here in our community. We're going to take another break, and hopefully on the other end of this break, I'll be a little closer to Lyndon and the drink mixing and mixology and all that other stuff. But we have some other things to tell you about, so be sure to come on back.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. There are some things that make mornings even better. And one of those things is Morning Barbados. You'll step into your day informed, inspired, and entertained. Tune in to CBC TV 8 Monday to Friday from 6:30 to 8 a.m. for Morning Barbados. Your morning must have.
I'm Anne St. John, a consultant pediatrician. When packing healthy lunch boxes, do include a fruit, which includes a banana, apple, orange, or grapes to supply fiber. Aim for low-calorie packaged snacks without the mention of flour or sugar amongst the four ingredients on the back label. 1 in 3 children in Barbados is affected by overweight or obesity. Let us join together as parents and care providers to reduce the further development of this chronic non-communicable disease within our communities.
Coming soon to this station, live coverage of the Barbados Secondary Schools Athletics Championships 2024 from March 20th to 22nd. BSAC, sponsored by the Student Revolving Loan Fund and CG United.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
Morning Barbados is on the move, and we're coming to you every weekday morning from right here at the Standard Showroom in Wildey. Now, together, we're giving you an opportunity to win. All you have to do is submit a photo of that room that you want to see changed in a fantastic way. And the interior design curator here at Standard and all of their experts are going to get together and select the room that needs the most work. It just might be yours. All you have to do is submit your photo to info@standard.bb, and you could be here with us saying, "Morning Barbados, look at my beautiful space."
Every day at 7 p.m., we bring you a comprehensive news package because keeping you informed is our number one priority. Whether it's local, regional, or international stories, our commitment is to you and keeping you reliably informed. Join us every day at 7 p.m. for CBC Newsnight.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome back. So the Barbados Chess Federation will be sending a team to participate in the inaugural CARICOM 50th Anniversary Chess Team Championships, which will be played in Guyana on March 3rd. That's Monday. And we have two gentlemen here. They've started the chess game already. Go right ahead. It looks like a very intense game happening. Dr. Philip Corbin is FIDE Master Chess Player. I'm nervous already with that title. He's in the blue shirt. It's a matchup. And of course, we have Alan Herbert, who is president of the Barbados Chess Foundation. This gorgeous table is available right here at Standard. They did not bring it. So this is actually a table that we were able to put in here. So I'm going to start with you, Dr. Corbin. Talk to me a little bit about what it means to be able to participate in this way, where we're seeing that we are now having the inaugural CARICOM 50th anniversary, a team going to that championship.
Correct. There are actually going to be, I think it's 10 teams there. For me, personally, it's a wonderful opportunity and an honor. I love playing for Barbados, but my first tournament for Barbados was in 1975 in same Guyana, Georgetown. And back then we had 8 countries. At this time we have 10. Back then we had Cuba, Jamaica, Trinidad, Guyana, Aruba, St. Lucia, Barbados, Antigua. Now we have Barbados, Trinidad, Jamaica, Guyana, Suriname, Bahamas, St. Lucia, Dominica, Cayman Islands, and Antigua. It will be 9 rounds and very exciting.
All right, so tell me, Mr. Herbert, how you got into playing chess.
It's a really interesting story, us having come out of COVID-19. So when I was about 13 years old, I came down with measles, and I had to be quarantined. But back in those days, the CBC of those days was like the only media channel, electronic media channel other than the radio. And being unable to play with my friends, bouncing off the wall, my neighbor was then well-known chess player, champion of Barbados, CB Jilts. Philip would have played with him on that team in Guyana.
Correct.
And my dad was talking to him saying, I don't know what to do with this boy, he's just bored, etc. Remember, CBC didn't come on during the day in those days.
I remember when we used to shut down, but
Yes.
I don't remember those times. I heard
You heard about those times, yes. And he said, why not let him learn to play chess? That should keep his mind occupied, and that's how I got introduced to the game during that period of lockdown.
Beautiful. So you're a part of the team as well?
I am going there as president of the Barbados Chess Federation, but I myself will not be playing. Philip will be one of the team members. The other members of the team will be Imar Edwards, who is a multidisciplinary, very well known from road tennis circles. And then the team also has 2 female players, current national champion, woman candidate master Katrina Blackman, and then the junior female sports personality for 2023, woman candidate master Hannah Wilson. She would have come on to the show about a month ago. You guys would have had a feature with her.
All right, so you made your debut 49 years ago for Barbados.
Correct.
So you truly are a chess master. And we have an opportunity here to engage a whole new generation of people. Maybe not because you're bored with measles, but because, to get them out of the computer. And you can even play these days with a computer. Chess.
Very much so.
So if you had to tell someone something about the game of chess and why they should get into it, what would it be?
It enhances your analytical thinking. It actually has been proven that it helps a person in their logical thinking, which helps in mathematics and other subjects. So it helps people academically, and it's a fun game. It's the best game, of course. And I should mention that CB Jilts, that Alan Herbert was the neighbor of, he was the champion for several years. Back then, I was playing on board 1, he was board 2. He was the veteran, now I'm the veteran. And Hannah Wilson, we should also mention, she's only 15. Amazing. Back then in 75, I was 18. Hannah now is 15, and she's, in my opinion, the best junior female chess player for her age in the whole region. So it'll be very exciting to see her play as well.
All right, good stuff. Now, you guys have to give us a crash course in 1 minute for people who don't know how to play the game of chess. Go, Alan.
Oh, wow. Well, that is going to be a tough one. So very much like checkers, we use the whole board, whereas they would just use half the board. So the pieces all move on the same square. And you will find that the bishops, the queen, and the king will move very much like a checkers piece, except that they multiple squares in any direction. The rooks, they move vertically and horizontally. And then we have the one that many kids like, the knight. He has, let's just say he is a salsa dancer.
All right.
The only piece that can jump over other pieces.
Yeah.
All right, it's the knight. I love it. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for coming in. I'm going to have to get you in to share more details about the game with us. Of course, you've been playing for quite some time.
Yes.
So congratulations, and I certainly look forward to positive results about this Barbados team heading off. We've had Alan Herbert, who's president of the Barbados Chess Federation, and Dr. Philip Corbin, who, you know, he has so many accolades under his belt. He's also, he holds the record for the cap player for the Barbados team at the World Chess Olympiad, having made 12 appearances for Barbados between 1986 and 2010.
Correct.
Congratulations.
And all my best games, just quickly, are in my book, Calypso Chess, published 2011. My best 300 games over 4 decades.
Wow, Calypso Chess. Make sure you check out that book as well. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
All right, wonderful stuff. Keep rooting for the Barbados team. Coming up next, we're heading over to Linden, and I believe that Kimberly, the curator for Standard, is somewhere in the house. She's going to join me over by the bar. We're going to have a chat, and we are getting you ready for the weekend. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
There are some things that make mornings even better. And one of those things is Morning Barbados. You'll step into your day informed, inspired, and entertained. Tune in to CBC TV 8, Monday to Friday from 6:30 to 8 a.m. for Morning Barbados. Your morning must have.
Morning to you.
I'm Anne St. John, a consultant pediatrician. When packing healthy lunch boxes, do include a fruit, which includes a banana, apple, orange, or grapes to supply fiber. Aim for low-calorie packaged snacks without the mention of flour or sugar amongst the four ingredients on the back label. 1 in 3 children in Barbados is affected by overweight or obesity. Let us join together as parents and care providers to reduce the further development of this chronic non-communicable disease within our communities.
Coming soon to this station, live coverage of the Barbados Secondary Schools Athletics Championships 2024 from March 20th to 22nd. BSAC, sponsored by the Student Revolving Loan Fund and CG United.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
Morning Barbados is on the move, and we're coming to you every weekday morning from right here at the Standard Showroom in Wildey. Now, together, we're giving you an opportunity to win. All you have to do is submit a photo of that room that you want to see changed in a fantastic way. And the interior design curator here at Standard and all of their experts are going to get together and select the room that needs the most work. It just might be yours. All you have to do is submit your photo to info@standard.bb, and you could be here with us saying, "Morning Barbados, look at my beautiful space."
Every day at 7 p.m., we bring you a comprehensive news package because keeping you informed is our #1 priority. Whether it's local, regional, or international stories, our commitment is to you and keeping you reliably informed. Join us every day at 7 p.m. for CBC Newsnight.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
There are some things that make mornings even better. And one of those things is Morning Barbados. You'll step into your day informed, inspired, and entertained. Tune in to CBC TV8 Monday to Friday from 6:30 to 8 a.m. for Morning Barbados. Your morning must-have.
I'm Anne St. John, a consultant pediatrician. When packing healthy lunch boxes, do include a fruit, which includes a banana, apple, orange, or grapes to supply fiber. Aim for low-calorie packaged snacks without the mention of flour or sugar amongst the four ingredients on the back label. 1 in 3 children in Barbados is affected by overweight or obesity. Let us join together as
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, so we've moved out to our indoor space. There's an outdoor space. Some beautiful patio furniture is here at Standard in Wildey, and we've moved under a gorgeous gazebo, and this is a portable bar as well. I'm joined by Kimberly, who is the resident internal design curator here at Standard, and Lyndon is joining us. He's brought along some coffee. So you're making us something special, Lyndon?
Something very special. Good morning, Barbados. So we already have our coffee in. Most of our ingredients, we're using the Margot Bay coconut rum, bamboo rum, coconut cream, and caramel syrup. So we're going to add our ice now to the mix.
Good stuff. And these are all available at Standard, by the way. If you can see it, this gorgeous ice bucket.
Want icy glasses or?
Of course.
All right. Icy glasses?
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to icy glasses. And Kimberly's sitting here looking pretty. She's our guest today. But I know that we're also running a promotion where we're encouraging people to send in a picture of a room that they want spruced up, so to speak. And that's the ice was too big.
No problem.
And they're going to get a chance to kind of liaise with you. Talk to me about that.
So we've had a lot of entries coming in, which is great. And so yes, as you said, they would be able to liaise with me.
I like that.
Very good. Good technique. Once you send in your photos, you'll be able to liaise with, you get a chance to win an in-home consultation.
All right.
To revamp this space.
Oh, that's beautiful. The sun is hot, people.
Yes.
You know what that means. But we're trying to make it an outdoor space. Outdoor, it will be nice like this. So remember, you're sending your emails to info@standard.bb, And when we talk about a consultation with you, what does that mean, Kimberly?
Okay, so the consultation will entail home visits, assessing exactly what is going on, the space and everything, your current furniture, the colors, see if it works with your style, and then speak about what you want to change in it. If you want to change out the entire furniture or just little details.
Oh, that sounds really good. So you're ready for the weekend.
Yes.
And Lyndon is as well. So we're bringing, for those of you who love coffee, this is a good drink. Talk to me more about this one.
Well, this is kind of a morning go as you please.
Go as you please
Go
would
as
be
you please.
no pun intended, as we were just playing some chess, but not whipped cream, Kim.
It gets more interesting.
Oh.
Going to put a dash of caramel syrup on it.
Why are you so bad behaved on a Friday?
It's too early in the morning.
It's Friday.
My goodness, look at how gorgeous that is. And these glasses are also available here at Standard People.
And then we're going to get a little bit more adventurous.
What are those?
Chocolate.
Not chocolate shavings.
Yes.
Wow. A drink like this will leave you with a mustache.
That's why we have straws.
Because they have straws.
There you go. How about that? This is looking so good. What is this good for? You know, like I said, it's morning.
It's morning, it's brunchy, you know, just flavors.
All right. So what's in it again?
So it's rum, bamboo rum, Margot Bay coconut rum, coconut cream, Real coconut cream, all available at Caviar Vino, and also my secret ingredient, a caramel syrup.
Listen to me, right? You see, the problem with drinks like this is because it tastes like coffee and not too coffee. It's a nice drink, and you're going to sip it. And then he said there's rum in here. Did you taste the rum, Kimberly?
Not really.
No.
So that's a problem.
All right, Linda, move your hands, because you said that you're making us 2 drinks, and I will settle for nothing less.
You're going to settle for nothing less. Okay.
This is actually really, really, really
yes,
good.
It's really nice.
It's light. It doesn't feel too heavy, and you would think that as you add these sweet whipped cream and caramel and
it would be extra
chocolate,
sweet, but it's not.
It doesn't have that extra sweetness. We definitely couldn't do this for Big Brown. All right, so Big Brown is bringing in some other stuff. Big Brown would take anything. So other glasses. These ones are already iced.
Martini glasses.
Yes.
So martini glasses now.
Martini glasses. We're going to top this one with Perrier water.
Okay.
So it's a gin-based cocktail.
Thank you for my Perrier water, by the way.
No problem.
Yeah,
Anything
so
for you.
These guys make sure that that we're well stocked every single day here on Morning Barbados. So you're using some special spirits, gin. I'm told.
Yes, Bombay gin, also available from us at Bread and Silks and Caviar Vino.
And I like the bottle as well. It's very stylish.
Yes.
Good for those of us who have the drinks to show off in the cabinet, because there are a lot of people who do that. They don't necessarily use them. And these seem like easy enough cocktails that you can mix up at home. I mean, this one seems a little fancy.
Yeah, this one is a little bit fancy as well, because this is a homemade rosemary infused syrup.
Tell me how you do that.
Okay, so you would boil your water with the rosemary. Then you would let it add your sugar, and then just let it cool right down to a syrup.
Okay. Rosemary infused. This is kind of like how you do your stuff. You add layers and layers, because sometimes you come in and working with you and the team here at Standard, you would come in and you say, this would work better here, and you kind of quietly move around. And that's what you're going to be offering the people who kind of come in and get into this competition.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. And we're looking forward to that, because a lot more entries are coming in. So people are really interested in it, and that's great. You know, refreshing your space is always, it brings new life to your home. So that's always good.
I love that. Refreshing your space brings new life to your home. We really look like we are at a bar, people. This Friday. This portable bar is also available here at Standard, you know. It's this and these lovely stools you're sitting on. Yes, these lovely bar stools. Even the shrubbery and everything that's around, it's all available. We have a lovely piece of outdoor furniture sitting behind us. I feel like this should be at me. I feel
I'll come
right,
set
Brown?
it up.
Brown agrees. Brown agrees. All right. All right, so Lyndon, tell us about this one. Girl, I hope you're ready because this one looks to be strong.
Let's still keep this one for me.
This
All
one is
right.
a little bit stronger, but I'm going to make it easier on you ladies.
Okay.
So I'm going to top it with some Perrier sparkling water.
All right. So we want to encourage you to make sure you tune in for Morning Barbados on Monday because we have lots happening next week as we celebrate women in working toward International Women's Day. And we want to encourage you too to tune in for the Sandy Lane Gold Cup that's coming up tomorrow. We're going to bring you live coverage on CBC TV 8. So be a part of that as well. All right. So Lyndon, wrap this one up for us.
Okay. So this is gin with rosemary infused syrup, topped with
And of course, this was made
Perrier water.
This was made especially because we were going with the lamb today.
Yes.
So to pair with the lamb burger, because
This
I
would
know
go
that
perfect
you
with
work along with
Michelle sometimes.
the guys at Journeys. Where is Journeys, by the way?
Okay, so Journeys is in the Old Coast building, right next to Courtesy Garage.
All right, how about that? So cheers to this competition. Cheers to this partnership with Standard. Send the shots of your rooms that you want Kimberly to get in there and help you with to info@standard.bb. And how can we get you to come and mix some of these drinks? We'll figure that out, but he definitely has to come back. So cheers to the weekend. Be safe, be good, and come on back on Monday. See you then. Bye-bye.
Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to